Hello everybody and welcome back to part 2 of the TREUW Super Turtle. Last time I was heavily debating whether or not I should unlock this elephant and move it to another spot to set up the Vulcan in a more convenient location for a blazing fat guy. But as soon as I unlock it, I get cryo-bombed and frozen into place anyway, so it doesn't matter. And Orange, the Master, D3, is dropping the Mac Blasts. But he didn't drop all of them, so the base is going to live. He must have had dropped 2 Macs before and was unable to drop them and had just had that Mac Blast queued up for a really long time, waiting to use those last 2. At least that's my guess, because I only saw 2 drop, I think. But, so as you can see, as long as my elephant is unlocked, the blazing fat guy is able to build on that building slot. But I go ahead and lock it right back down and destroy his building in the process. So if you ever really want to make someone mad in like a 1v1 or something, when they're not quitting or whatever, you can go ahead and park elephants on their building slots and they will be unable to build on them. So, just in case you didn't know that, now you do. But yeah, as you can see, a whole bunch of hawks have showed up, and hawks are really annoying when you don't have vampires, and I've been doing a lot of Super Turtles without vampires lately, and let me tell you, having vampires to stop these hawks in place while your Wolverines kill them all is really helpful. And since we're doing the TREUW Super Turtle, all of our units are basically packed together all the time, so it's very effective to have a brute chieftain or at least some sort of covenant player on your side when doing the TREUW Super Turtle. But also, as you can see, Orange, since he's no longer queuing up his Mac Blast, has sent a small attack up to my base. And check out the veterancy on a blazing fat guy's Cobras. Doing pretty good for themselves considering that stack is probably 1 Super Mac Blast away from just being wiped off the map, since there is no Spartan in there to soak up any of the damage. However, as you can see, a blazing fat guy also has an elephant, so perhaps he will be setting up the Vulcan as well. But first he's got some grunts to hunt down, it seems, that somehow broke through the Super Turtle. And S-Pro Mitch is choosing not to do the Vortex. Whoa, what? Oh god, what did I do? We must be switching the Vulcan sides, because I don't think I did that on accident. Although if I did do it on accident, then that's just a tragedy. But normally when I do mess up my Vulcan line, which as you can see they've noticed that I messed it up and now they're dropping ODSTs in here because they're really gay. But anyways, yeah. So we must be switching Vulcans to the other sides now or something. That's the only thing I can think of. And I need to rebuild my air pad so I can get another air unit. You can just use your teammates. And then they freeze my Cobras in place again. You know what? These guys are assholes. I hate them. Just trying to move my Cobras to the other side, I think. Oh god, don't even do it. I will freak out, kid. Don't even. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here come the hawks. Get those Cobras out of there. Get them out of there. Oh my god. Where are the tanks? Get your tanks up here, kid. They can help.
I will not let this happen.
I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't look like I'm making much of an effort to get those Cobras out of there, but they are fat, clunky, ugly units and can get stuck on each other very easily. But man, I haven't lost any yet, actually. I thought I just lost a Cobra. That must have been one of Fat Guy's units.
Oh man, Scarab, lock him down, lock him up.
Mitch is telling me to lock down. Apparently there's a Scarab on its way up. And I'm like, oh my god, I must have done it on accident, because it doesn't look like I'm making any effort to bring them to the other side. So, yep. every once, you gotta be careful with your Cobra stacks, or just using Cobras in general, because if you all unit Y button anything, your Cobras are gonna get up and go look at whatever you wanted them to go do. It's really annoying, but, well, we can only hope that in the next Halo Wars patch that they fix it. Or in Halo Wars 2. Both of which are never going to happen, by the way. I'm sorry, guys. It's not going to happen. But anyways, yeah, looks like I'm going to try and reset up the Vulcan in the middle of a battle, which is never a good idea, because your Cobras will start chasing after any units that try to run away. But yep, if you didn't know how to set up the Vulcan, I guess this is a good opportunity to show you how. Make sure that you're only airlifting the Cobra, nothing else, of course. And then just drop it directly in front of the elephant. But don't move up your other Cobra like an idiot. Listen to Mitch laugh. He is having such a good time right now. I hope you're happy, kid, because I know I wasn't. I can feel the anger through the capture card right now. Okay, so I just wanted to take a moment here to let you look at what my Vulcan looks like now. It looks like a transformer or something, or some sort of war truck. But I guess I didn't like the way the Cobra on the front was positioned, and I guess I'm gonna move it. But yeah, you can get some pretty funny looking elephants by utilizing the Vulcan, or the Death Ray, or whatever you want to call it. I think I went over why I like to call it the Vulcan, but it doesn't really matter. You can stack Wolverines and tanks and stuff into it too. Just, they'll of course leave as soon as they start chasing after something. So, but you know, if you want to keep a tank there to try and soak up Mac Blast damage, which is basically the whole purpose of the Vulcan in the first place. Oh god, hurry up, we gotta lock down. Apparently Mitch doesn't think that was good enough, but I think it's just fine. So we are going to accept that and transform. Alright, so looks like that's all that was, but they are starting to attack, it seems. Just a couple more Hawks. They aren't really attacking, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead to something more exciting. Okay, so I actually have some random Cobras sitting out in the middle of nowhere that I have to bring back up here and add them to the Vulcan stack. But first, there's some orange tanks and purple loci that we're gonna have to deal with. Now, of course, locusts are building killers and do a lot of damage to your base, but they're also made out of tin foil and die in like one tank shot from a veteranized Spartan tank. And again, there's the cryo bomb freezing my Vulcan. Remember that cryo bomb that went over a blazing fat guy's Cobras and didn't freeze a single one of them? Well, why doesn't that happen here? My Cobras keep getting frozen again and again and again, not getting any sweet Cobra kills in there, and fat guy's just taking all the kills with his tanks, I guess. Oh well, whatever. Because my tanks are up here getting some veterancy too, so I guess that's good. And yeah, it's just a whole bunch of tanks and those locusts, and it failed miserably. I'm not even really looking at it, because I'm honestly more interested in stacking my Cobras. Just trying to get it over and done with so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But as you can see, S-Pro Mitch is getting pretty ballsy with his 3-star chieftain there. He is in a D-bomb and he's fighting a whole bunch of tanks, and that's a terrible... What happened there? What went wrong? Oh, I'll tell you what happened. My Hornet got eager and wanted to try and get some kills for himself, but that's not what you're here for, Hornet. I was saying earlier that you can use your teammates' air units to make the Vulcan stack. Like, I could use Mitch's Vampire, but it's a lot easier just to make your own air unit and not have to bother them, so they can just keep doing whatever it is they're doing. And look at that! That freaking D-bomb is stopping my Pelican. How... Ugh! I fucking hate this game sometimes. But what can you do? I guess I'll just have to wait for the D-bomb to go away, and then I can set up the Vulcans some more. But anyways, I'm gonna move. Oh, it went away. Okay, yeah. Anyways, moving on. Okay. It is now like an hour and 55 minutes into the game. Me and a blazing fat guy have just been paying their bases that are right next to ours. We've been paying them regular visits with our tanks and canistering down a building or a turret and then leaving. And that's a good way for you to go ahead and get some veterancy for yourself. However, my Hornet, my stacking Hornet is about to die, and I'm just watching it, waiting for it to die. But I guess, nope, he's going to live to stack another day. And good ol' S-Pro Mitch is going to give me the heal that I need, so that I don't have to drop the heal gun over there. I can drop it on my tanks. However, here comes the Super Mac Blast. You can go ahead and drop it on my Vulcan now. I'm not too worried about it. So let's see if he does it. Let's see how many Mac Blasts the Vulcan can take. Oh, there's one. Didn't really do anything. And then he drops one next to the Vulcan for no reason at all. And there go the other two. So it does look like he did manage to get a couple Cobras down to a quarter health. So if there were some mega barrages or canister shells in with that Super Mac, he probably still could have killed a couple Cobras there, but he didn't. So huzzah, the Vulcan pays off. Had those Cobras been there individually, they would have met their doom against the Mac Blast. So there you go. That's another attack easily wiped off. But here come a bunch of tanks. They might actually be doing the spam now, where they just set up all vehicle depots on a base and a rally point and start making units. I mean, so our tanks are, yeah, we're at the point where we can pretty much one-shot Cobras without a canister shell. And of course the Vulcan is helping out a lot too. It's got quite a bit of range on it. And yeah, there go all of those units. Let's go see what else we can do. I'm probably going to go kill another building off of this base. As you can see, it's right by the ramp, so you can easily just kill this turret and run away. And once your tanks get a lot of veterancy on them... Ah! I tried getting out of there, but I was just not quick enough to escape the super cryo bomb, which is very deadly. Had there been a whole bunch of Hawks nearby or enemy power turret tanks, there's a good chance that I could have lost my tanks there. So you gotta be careful if you're playing against an Anders and you're trying to get some veterancy off of their bases. But of course that kind of pissed me off, so we're probably going to just kill this base, because that was a dick move. Well, actually, I'm gonna leave. I guess Fat Guy will finish it off, maybe? Oh, it's still alive!
I'm an engineer over there so I can drop a heal for him.
I think it's still alive. Maybe S-Pro Mitch will send an engineer so we can see, but I'm pretty sure that base is still alive because I'm not hearing any explosions. The thunder of the base destruction. You know what I mean? So anyways. That was pretty clutch not killing the base there. That's not easy to do. Especially when you're... Oh, and they're going to heal it. And now I'm going to Super Mac it. Okay, so now we are at the point in the Super Turtle where we just do not give a fuck anymore. And we are going to switch sides with them. At least that's what the plan is at this point. We are going to send all of our veteranized tanks and the 3-star monster over to their main bases. And the quickest way, of course, to do that is to go through the teleporter. You usually want to scout and make sure there's not like a Cobra line sitting outside the teleporter first, but we knew there wouldn't be one. These guys are like, these guys have no idea what they're doing. But, yep, we are going to abandon our station back here, leave the Vulcan behind, because it can't really, it's not very maneuverable or transferable. I am going to unlock my Cobras once we get our bases set up over here, but yeah, that's our plan. We're going to go in here, kill their main bases, set up our bases, and then set up the TREUW super turtle on the other side of the map. It's actually the worst side to do it on, cause, well, I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much, but, you know, the roads are all paved on our side. This is a bunch of barbaric Neanderthal grassland here, and it's just not as nice. But, anyways, it seems that I am choosing green, and Blazing Fat Guy will take the purple base, and S-Pro Mitch will take the orange base. And we'll start pelicaning our units over once we get our bases up. So there's some Mac blasts going around Mitch's chieftain. I don't know what this 10-year-old kid, apparently he's 10. The Master D3. I think I'm gonna add his gamer tag to the tag suggestions. I should start doing that, just adding people's tags to the tag suggestions, so if they ever type in their gamer tag to the tag search in YouTube, that I might have a slight chance of getting some people to watch my videos that I've super turtled against, because I'd like to get their input, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I won't do that. Waste of time. But yeah, as you can see, gonna unlock these elephants, and I'm gonna send them through the middle teleporter here, and then pelican them right up the wall. Because that, if you're looking for the least amount of risk, that would be it right there. Because you don't want to pelican all the way across the map, because who knows what you'll bump into on your way over. But at least this way, there's the least amount of resistance, or the least chance of resistance, if you know what's over there already. And, so this video started off, I started part 2 with like an hour and 20 minutes of footage, and now we're this late into it, and there's only 29 minutes left. So these guys weren't very interesting to super turtle against. They only attacked a few times, and that's just what you run into sometimes, especially with people this low of rank. But this video is more to like show you what you can do with your Vulcan if you're bored, what you can do with your tanks if you're bored when you're super turtling, because not all super turtles are interesting. Sometimes the people you're doing it against, they'll just not even attack you anymore. They'll get sick of it and they'll just not attack you anymore. So this just can give you an idea of what you can do if that happens, I guess. I don't know.
There's nothing over.
Supply pad upgrade.
I'm ready. You got it.
So as you can see, my Spartan Cobra was the one unit that did not make it through the great journey to the other side of 14. The great journey. I think that's what we'll call it from now on. But yeah, my Cobra just did not make it. The Spartan did make it, however, but he did get frozen in place, and then we saw that Mac blast. So Fat Guy again being gracious enough to drop that D-bomb and save me. However, my other Cobras are also frozen in place, and here comes some tanks and hawks, and just annoying. Those Cobras are probably going to die, because I just have not had the time to set up my Vulcan yet. I don't even have a Hornet, and my air pad is coming up right now, but yeah, just too bad. Because since this is a 3-star Spartan, and I do have 3-star Cobras, I can just make another max veteranized Cobra right now, right there. So that's pretty cool, at least. And is it just me, or is this game really laggy, or is that just my movie maker being choppy? I don't know, sometimes when I put in these fade-ins and I watch it in the playback, it gets real choppy like this, but it might just be completely smooth when I render it, so I don't know. I don't know, man. Well, see, now it's smooth now. I don't know. Whatever. So I do happen to remember that there really isn't much more to this game, unfortunately, just via I remember that they attacked a couple of times, but they never really attacked that many times, and Purple just started building a whole bunch of suicide grunts, and that was all he would build. So that's pretty much the end of the first TREUW Super Turtle that I'm uploading. I'm going to upload another one soon where we are triple UNSC, and it's going to be pretty hectic. But as you can see, even exploding suicide grunts can get birthrighted through the air. And so yeah, I'm just gonna let the video play itself out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Sorry, forgot about him. There's like no room on this side. I don't like this side. Let's Hey,
Your team is
two people.
victorious.
Oh, never mind. Fucking suck. Wow. Alright, no more. No more. This can't be again. It's only two. Dude.